Okay, so start na natin yung review natin. This is day 4 of our free UPCAT review. Hello, I'm Abdul Hakim Angli and I'm currently studying BS Biology in UPLB. Ginawa ko tong review na to na libreng-libre lang para lahat tayo ay magkaroon ng fighting chance na makapasa sa UP. Okay, game. Ang topic natin ngayon is science. Science portion tayo and ang topic is gases, chemical kinetics, and chemical equilibria. These are complex topics na hindi mo kaya talagang aralin within one day. But as I always say guys, ang binibuild ko sa inyo ay ang foundations nyo. Sa UPCAT, ang kailangan lang may alam kayo. Hindi kailangan mastered nyo yung mga topic. Because sa UPCAT, mas okay na broad ang i-review mo kaysa narrow. Kaysa mastered mo isang topic. Kailangan lang alam nyo ang basics. Okay, simulan na natin. Una, magsimulan muna tayo sa pag-define ng ideal gas. Ito, number 1, ideal gases and the ideal gas law. Ayan. An ideal gas is a simplified model where gas particles have negligible volume, never interact with each other, move randomly, and collide perfectly elastically. Yung definition na yun, siguro medyo nako-confuse kayo, pero hindi nyo naman tatanong sa inyo yan. Just note na ganyan dapat yung characteristics niya. Real gases only behave this way under low pressure and high temperature. So again guys, ang ideal gas is only a model. It's an ideal gas. So ideal scenario lang. Pero wala talagang ganun. Kaya nga sabi dito, real gases only behave this way under low pressure and high temperature. So ang criteria guys is dapat low pressure, mababa yung pressure mo, tapos high ang temperature. The model is close enough to reality to be extremely useful. Dapat ganon siya, yung characteristics. Meron tayong 4 empirical laws na dinidescribe yung gas properties relate when the amount of gas stays fixed. May 4 na law na ini-state nila kung ano yung mangyayari kapag isang constant ay nag-stay na fixed. Namely, those are Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Avogadro's law. Ayan, lahat sila mapapansin nyo may constant. Constant temp, constant pressure, constant volume, and constant temperature and pressure. Isa-isahin natin sila i-discuss. Okay. Guys, ang Boyle's law, ang constant dito is yung temperature. Guys, by the way, ito yung mga mnemonic dyan. Oh. Yung mga mnemonic to. You can take note of those. Okay, discuss tayo. Ang Boyle's law, sabi dito, constant ang temperature, tapos yung pressure and volume are inversely proportional. Ito yung formula. Nakalagay dyan. Ang Charles law naman, at constant pressure, constant mo ay pressure sa Charles law. Kaya nakalagay dito, Charles-Lep. Ito yung mga constant dyan. Charles-Lep. Charles law. Tapos, volume and absolute temperature are directly proportional. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng inversely proportional? Ang inversely proportional sa case ng Boyle's law is kapag tumataas yung pressure, bumababa yung volume. Kapag tumataas ang volume, bumababa ang pressure. Ganun ang ibig sabihin ng inversely proportional. Ang Charles law naman is directly proportional sila. Ibig sabihin, kapag tumataas yung pag tumataas yung volume, tumataas din yung temperature. Kung mababa ang temperature, bumababa din ang volume. Ganun ang ibig sabihin ng directly proportional. And ganun ang Charles law. Okay, so mag-ibay na. Ang Boyle's law, again, constant ang temperature. Tapos inversely proportional yung natitirang dalawa. Kasi guys, ang gases kasi, tatlo kasi kino-consider dan. Temperature, pressure, tsaka volume. Okay. Dito naman tayo sa Gay-Lussac's law. Sa Gay-Lussac's law, ang constant naman is volume. Pressure and absolute temperature are directly proportional. So, katulad ng Charles law, directly proportional, yung mga natitira niyang variables, which are pressure and absolute temperature. Kasi ang volume is yung constant. Ibig sabihin ng constant, fixed na, hindi na siya nagbabago. So, you take it out of the equation. Ayan, ganito ang Gay-Lussac's law. Naka-flash na dyan. Ganda ng reviewer, no guys. Kung gusto nyo ng reviewer na to, DM nyo lang ako sa TikTok para mabigay ko sa inyo. Okay? Avogadro's law naman is constant na ang temperature and pressure. Volume is directly proportional to the number of moles of gas present. When pressure, volume, and temperature all change at once, yung combined gas law naman yon. So, unahin muna natin ang Avogadro's law. Sabi dito, constant dapat ang temperature at pressure para mag-apply Avogadro's law. And volume is directly proportional to the number of moles of gas present. Ganun ang Avogadro's law. Okay. Para naman dito, sa combined gas law, sabi nga dito, yun ay kapag pressure, volume, and temperature all change at once. Doon nangyayari ang combined gas law. Kaya, nagiging ganito yung formula niya. Pinag-combine nyo siya. Baga ganyan, no? Over T1 is equal to P2V2 over T2. Nagiging ganyan ang combined gas law. Finally naman, ang ideal gas equation, ito, tandaan nyo to guys, itong PV equals nRT. Bale, distance for pressure, distance for volume. Yan, ties all four variables together. Ito yung number of moles to temperature. While ito naman is yung universal gas constant, which is ito, 0.0821 liters per liter ATM. Yan. Basta ito yung important na kailangan nyo tandaan, 0.0821. Naka-liters yan. Temperature in every gas law formula must always be in Kelvin. Guys, kapag i-apply nyo itong mga formula na to, is dapat gamitin nyo tong formula na to. Kailangan nyo muna i-convert kung ano man temperature yung nakasaad doon into Kelvin. Guys, ayun yung one of the most essential steps na lagi nakakalimutan ng mga estudyante, which is converting that temperature, kahit Fahrenheit man yan or degrees Celsius, dapat i-convert nyo muna siya sa Kelvin. And you can do that by adding 273 kapag naka-degree Celsius siya. By the way guys, itong review na to na ginagawa ko for free sa TikTok and YouTube ay hindi siya deep dive kasi this is built for crammers only. So, hindi ako nag-deep dive sa mga topic kasi mas lalo lang kayo malilito. So, ang ginagawa ko lang is surface level lang yung mga dinidiscuss ko. Bale, what I'm doing is I'm guiding you through the topics that you need to work on so that you can self-review on your own. Bale, kumbaga, ako yung magiging basehan kung ano ba dapat yung aralin everyday. Tapos, kung may narilito kayong part, hindi nyo naiintindihan, mas maganda na i-consult nyo sa akin o kaya you can learn it on your own para matuto din kayo. Okay? At yung mga key concepts na sinasabi ko, and ayan yung mga mnemonic ko. For Boyle's law, boilet kasi constant yung temperature. Charliap naman sa Charles law kasi constant ang pressure. Ayan. Pwede nyo itong screenshot para alam nyo. May analogy pa dyan. Again guys, kung gusto nyo itong reviewer na to, just message me. Okay, number 2 tayo, chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics is the study of how fast a reaction proceeds. It separates from whether a reaction happens at all or how far it goes. Yan. Guys, ang chemical kinetics is the study of how fast again. Study of how fast a reaction proceeds. So, bale, speed. We're dealing with speed in chemical kinetics. Kasi kinetics nga eh. Paano nagalaw? It is separate from whether a reaction happens at all or how far it goes. Some reactions finish in fractions of a second, while others take millions of years. Halimbawa, example nito is graphite slowly turning into diamond. Ayun, fun fact, ang diamond is actually graphite. And, ayun, graphite slowly turning into diamond. And it takes millions of years for that to happen. The rate of reaction is the change in concentration of reactant or product over a change in time. It is the fastest at the very start of a reaction. Again, it is the fastest at the very start of a reaction. Pinakamabilis ang reaction kapag nasa simula. Kasi doon pinakamarami ang reactants. Guys, 'di ba tinuro ko sa inyo na sa chemical equation, meron dalawang parts, yung reactant saka yung product. Reactant, product. Bale, kumbaga, sinasabi lang dito is kumbaga nagiging ganito siya. Pinakamabilis dito sa reactant, tapos babagal siya kasi nauubos na yung reactant nagiging product na sila halos. Nagiging ganyan siya, oh. Ito sa reactant to, ito sa product. Yan. May 4 factors ulit tayo na nag-speed up ng reaction. Number 1 is higher concentration of reactants. Kasi nga guys, isipin nyo, ito, more particles means more collisions. Kasi ang goal mo dito is mag-collide yung mga gas. Dapat maging makulit sila. So, kapag damihan mo yung mga reactant na yon, edi mas lalo silang magko-collide. Ibig sabihin, mas magiging mabilis yung reaction. Higher temperature then, particles move faster and collide with more energy. Guys, kasi ang temperature actually, it's just energy rin ang dinedescribe ng temperature. So, kapag mas mataas ang temperature, ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang energy, mas kumukulit-kulit sila, kaya naman, mas magko-collide sila. And yun nga yung goal, di ba? Mag-collide. So, may mas mabilis yung reaction. Tapos, greater surface area din ay isa sa mga factors solid reactants. Kasi nga, mas na-expose yung particles. They are more exposed and are more available to react. Kaya, mas okay na, mas malaki yung surface area. And the presence of a catalyst, a substance that speeds up a reaction by providing an easier pathway without being consumed itself. Ayun ang catalyst, guys. Ang catalyst, basically, nagpo-provide siya ng easier pathway without being consumed itself. Kumbaga shortcut ang pinaprovide ng mga catalyst. Okay? The relationship between rate and reactant concentration is captured in the rate law. Ito, ayan yung itsura niya. Ito, where k is the rate constant and x and y reaction orders must be found experimentally. They're not automatically the same as the coefficients in the balance equation. Guys, you don't have to worry kung sobrang complicated na tong chemical kinetics kasi complicated talaga ang chemical kinetics and equilibria. Pero hindi nyo kailangan mag-alala kasi wala masyadong ganto sa UPCAT. Akala ko rin marami, minaster ko pa. Ito, you don't really have to worry about this. Yung mga rate to na yan. Kailangan nyo lang malaman yung concepts that surrounds equilibria and kinetics. Hindi nyo na kailangan malaman yung very specific topics or concepts katulad ng rate law, yung mga calculation. No na. Okay. Okay, so balik tayo. Ito, may example din dito kung gusto nyo sugutan, pero I don't really recommend it. Sa science portion ng UPCAT is more on concepts talaga siya, not about calculations. Okay, chemical equilibria naman. Ito, medyo challenging din to, itong topic na to. So, ang kailangan nyo lang malaman, guys, again, is yung key concepts that surround this. Okay, so, ang kailangan nyo malaman, guys, ang mga chemical reactions ay hindi sila ganito lang. Hindi sila pa ganyan yan. Kumbaga, reactant to, product to. Pwede mangyari yung reverse. Tawag doon is a reversible reaction. Okay? It is written with a double harpoon. Ito yung double harpoon na sinasabi ko. Instead of a single arrow. It runs forward and backward at the same time. Guys, nangyayari yan at the same time. It advances forward and advances backward. Ganun yung nangyayari kapag in equilibrium sila. Kasi, okay. Anong nangyayari, guys, kapag ang state ng isang chemical reaction is constant lang, walang nagbabago, ibig sabihin nun, they are in equilibrium. If the reactant is not turning into products visibly and the products are not turning into reactants visibly, then most likely it is in equilibrium. Pero, hindi ibig sabihin nun na hindi sila nagte-turn from reactants to products. Guys, ang nangyayari is that sobrang simultaneous ng pag-turn ng reactants to products and products to reactants to the point na hindi siya obvious. Kasi nga, simultaneous. Kumbaga, nandito ka, maganon ka, so the net movement is zero. Kumbaga, ganon. Okay. Ayan, no? Both reactions are still actively happening. Yan yung sinasabi ng equilibrium. Okay. Ito ay isang key concept sa chemical equilibria, yung Le Chatelier's principle, and it predicts what happens when that balance is disturbed. If a stress is applied to a system at equilibrium, the system shifts to partially cancel out that stress. Yun yung kailangan nyo malaman. Kapag nasa stress ng equilibrium, mag-shift siya. Yun lang yan, guys. Mag-shift siya kapag yung equilibrium ay nasa stress na. Or I mean yung system. When the system at equilibrium gets stressed, then mag-shift siya para mawala yung stress niya. Ganun lang siya. Ayan o, 4 stresses matter, which are concentration, pressure or volume, which applies to gases, temperature, and a catalyst. Katulad lang nung kaninang diniscuss natin. Ganun lang equilibria, guys. Yun lang yung kailangan nyo malaman doon. You don't need to know kung paano ba nangyayari ang Le Chateliers. Kasi guys, isa to sa mga hindi ko masyado naaral nung UPCAT, but I'm glad I didn't kasi hindi naman siya lumabas masyado. So, that's all for our science review, guys. Kung gusto niyo ng ano na to, ng PDF na to, you can just DM me here on TikTok, in TikTok or in IG. Just visit my TikTok account, DM me, tapos tanong nyo sa akin kung pwede ba to makuha. Actually guys, starting yesterday, nag-charge na ako ng payment of 100 pesos for each of, para sa lahat na yon, like as in buo na yon. Hanggang day 1 to day 25 na yon, may mock exams din. And there's also the schedule that I uploaded. Lahat na yan guys, all subjects na yon para sa reviewers na to. Ayan o, may key concepts din. It's a very good textbook if I say so myself. Tapos if you want to challenge yourselves, may meron akong mock exams para sa lahat ng subject. Actually wala pang math, pero I'm still working on it. Pero ayun, kung gusto nyo lang naman guys, message nyo lang ako kasi I'm sure na using these reviewers na papasa kayo. And sana lahat tayo ay sumakses sa buhay. Yun lang. Bye-bye!